century, hundreds of different kinds of animals have disappeared from the wild. This is the story of one of them. The Bubal Hartebeest always seemed to wear a melancholy expression. Its long face and heavy eyes seemed more knowingly sad than other kinds of antelope. Once they gathered in herds, like these modern hartebeests, right across northern Africa, maybe even to Asia. They grazed with the zebras and their cousins, the gnus. Their heavily ringed horns grew as long as 70 centimeters and joined in a single pedicle at the head. Its long face and the slope of the back from rump to shoulder made the Bubal Hartebeest distinctive. And at one time they drifted across the plains of North Africa in enormous groups. Sometimes as many as 10,000 would gather together. More usually, however, they used to live like these red hartebeest, in herds of no more than 300. Each herd had 4 parts, the females with their young, the young males, who at 20 months would form their own group, the non-territorial males, and finally the territorial bulls, who would mate with several females for about 4 years. Then a younger male would muscle in. Their fights weren't often ferocious, as hartebeests were generally peaceful, friendly creatures. Appropriately enough, the name hartebeest is derived from the shape made by their horns. The ancient Egyptians placed bugle horns in the tombs at Abadiah. Perhaps they were important symbols for them too. By the 19th century, though, Europeans had started to settle, and as far as they were concerned, hartebeests performed the same function as oxen. This mistaken assumption made them believe they posed a competitive threat to their own cattle, not to mention a disease hazard. Hartebeests of all kinds, right across Africa, became targets for destruction. They had no defenses against the settlers' guns, and as the Europeans took more land, the habitats to which they adapted over many centuries shrank. Hunters found their meat a tasty byproduct of the slaughter, and the hartebeest skins were collected for export. But the principal aim was to kill, and many corpses were simply left to the vultures. The farmers did everything they could to rid the land of the hartebeest. Several species vanished. Up until 1938, a kindly farmer in Natal had protected a herd of 55 Cape hartebeest. Then the land was sold, and the herd dispersed. But no one had shown such concern for the Bubal Hartebeest. The last herds retreated before 1900 to the Atlas Mountains. The French colonists pursued them even there, more for sport than any remaining need to destroy them. In 1905, a Bubal Hartebeest was captured and transported to the Paris Zoo. But 18 years later, in 1923, this lonely creature, the last of its kind, died in captivity. In some other age, humans might have recognized this as a friendly animal, easy to breed as livestock. But the melancholy Bubal Hartebeest died out because it was seen as an obstacle rather than an opportunity.
The 53rd